Welcome back. There is a live look outside from the Oregon coast. That's our Inn at Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. If you want to make changes to your house, pick up a hammer. That's what our next guest did and is now inspiring others to do the same through her vlog, Champagne Chaos. We welcome DIY expert Annie Williams. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're here to tell us we can do this stuff even amidst the chaos, right, of having kids in the house.
Yes, I have 3 of my own, and it is chaotic most of the time.
How did you first jump in and kind of start this DIY journey for yourself?
That's a great question. I ask myself that sometimes randomly because it was I was kind of anti-power tools. We had hired out some things. We had a bad experience with a contractor. We had a couple good ones in the mix as well, but we ran out of our budget. And so you get on social media, you see everybody doing it themselves, and you figure, why not give it a try? And so I just kind of accidentally fell into it.
I love that. Now you're passing the torch to all of us to try out some new things. So you've got some projects to show off to us. Tell me about these trundle beds that you put together. This is such a great idea.
Yeah, so when we moved from Maryland to Ohio, and we had our floors redone, and we were kind of going room by room, getting things set up. And the first room we tackled was this guest bedroom. And we have 5 of us. We didn't have the other bedroom set up. I knew we all needed to stay in here. And I'm at the stage of life where guests, it's not just 1 or 2 people anymore. It's typically family that's out of town or friends with kids. So I wanted to do a bunk room in here, but because of the windows on the sides and the slanted ceilings, I couldn't figure out a layout. So I did the trundle idea. And instead of doing a trundle on either side because of the windows, I decided to combine the 2 and create a bed that looks like a king size bed, but then it has the 2 trundles that pull out. And a lot of people just wondered why I didn't buy that, but it doesn't exist. There are king size trundles that have a trundle on one side and drawers on the other, but I could not find one that had trundles coming out both sides.
It's kind of a genius idea, and I bet you saved a few bucks in the process too.
Yes, I did. Again, it didn't exist, but what did exist was pretty expensive all in one piece.
Yeah, such a great way to host. Like you said, big families. Yeah. I can totally relate. Okay, sofa table. Tell me about this project.
Yeah, so then a lot of the projects that I've created in our house are usually, other than making rooms kind of look good, it's creating a space for the mess that comes along with the kids. And so behind our sofa is where my kids would spread out all their toys, and I just needed a space for them. So I combined a bunch of nightstands. I try to combine, similar wood tones in a space. And so dark walnut and white oak are kind of the wood tones throughout our home. So I knew I wanted white oak. I found existing white oak nightstands and knew I didn't need to build drawers by using them. I just wanted to create kind of one big piece. So I combined them all together, and then I used white oak plywood to build it up and make it look like an actual sofa table that we could use while sitting on the sofa. And then all of our kids' stuff just fits inside those drawers.
It looks like a totally classic mid-century piece that a lot of people would be searching for, and I can't even imagine what that would run you in one of those fancy furniture stores.
Yeah, white oak is so expensive. And the size that we needed, we wanted it to stretch the whole sofa. It didn't exist. So I was able to customize the size of it as well.
I love that. Okay, tell me about kids' lockers in the garage. This seems like this would be so beneficial.
Yeah, they come home with so much stuff. It continuously blows me away. So we did this to kind of get them excited about having a little drop zone for all their stuff. And it works to a certain extent. I think my kids still are not great at putting stuff away, but at least we have a place to hang their backpacks, their coats, and other, little things. We even put some of their little travel things in there, and then we can shut it and kind of ignore the mess for a little while.
That's so fun. I mean, it's amazing how much space just those backpacks take up. It always blows my mind. Okay, a closet makeover. This sounds super fun.
Yeah, so this, again, trying to create a spot for all of their stuff is to try and make it easier for them to put it away. And again, it's not a perfect system, but I have 2 boys and a little girl, and my little girl, the amount of stuff that she has it blows me away. And so we wanted to create a little system in her closet. It's again, the slanted ceilings, we weren't using that backspace because we were just hanging things in the front. And so I was able to kind of build cubbies along the side, and it almost extends her room. She's able to go in there and, create little doll spaces as well as store her toys. So everything finally has a space.
That's so fun. I also have a daughter who is definitely a collector, we'll say, of trinkets and treasures. So I'm going to look into maybe a cubby situation for her closet too.
Collector is a perfect way to describe them.
It just keeps expanding every single day, and we're going to find a way to figure it all out. Thank you so much for sharing some of your ideas with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.